Welcome to Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here, Editor-in-Chief. Today we are going to talk to Mr. Karthik Raman. Mr. Karthik is Chief Marketing Officer of IDBI Federal Life Insurance Company, and with him we are going to discuss and find out what is the role of education in the marketing of insurance and insurance products. So let's talk to him. Sir, I wanted to know what is the role or part of or you can say importance of education in insurance.
I believe it is the most important thing today in our country, considering that we are still such a largely underpenetrated life insurance or insurance market for that matter. I don't think people really understand the purpose of insurance and life insurance in particular. Maybe because it is a way that life insurance as a product has been positioned over the years. It has always been positioned as something that comes in handy in the event of death of the breadwinner. So, unfortunately, the association of a certain amount of negativity with the product has been there. People have always, a lot of companies have promoted life insurance as a solution and used the fear of, the unknown to talk about life insurance. And that, therefore, has kind of, I would say, attached a certain amount of stigma to the product, saying that if something were to go wrong, then life insurance comes in handy. Now, our culture says that it is inauspicious to talk about things which are not, we don't sit across a table and say, "Ki kya ho sakta hai, ye hoga ya waise hoga." So it's also a cultural thing, But the fact is that this is the truth. There is uncertainty. I mean, let's talk about today. 2020 is almost gone, and we don't know what happened in 2020. And we have been in our house. I don't think we have ever spent so much time in our houses for ages. I mean, the entire of 2020, we have practically been locked inside the four walls of our house. Who expected this? So these kind of uncertainties are very unpredictable and can hit anybody. And it doesn't really matter who you are. And so we know this, right? Death is a certainty. We know this. But what can we do about it? There is no way that you're going to escape this. But the impact that it brings along with it, especially the financial impact that it will bring, especially if it is a breadwinner of the family, the person who's bringing in the income to the family. And it can leave a huge vacuum in the lives of the family members of the individual. What one can do is be smart and plan and put a financial plan in place. And that is where products like life insurance comes into play. Products like health insurance comes into play, because one can fall, somebody can catch COVID, and today COVID treatment is fairly expensive. If somebody gets admitted to a hospital, it can really be a fairly expensive proposition. Should it dip into your savings which you have created for the future, or should there be an insurance which takes care of the expenses but leaves your savings untouched? So I think it is a safety net that one needs to build going forward, because a lot of things in today's world are very uncertain. We really don't know what can happen. And it is only prudent that every individual understands this. And this is where education, as you said, is very, very important for people to have, to understand the primary purpose of insurance. Now, it could be life insurance, it could be general insurance, it could be health insurance. I think they play a very, very important role in the lives of every individual, and people need to understand this. It is a safety net, the financial safety net that one creates for self, for their family, for their loved ones. And this understanding is very, very important. So that is where we as an organization, if you look at a lot of our campaigns and a lot of the digital promotions that we have done, our campaigns are all about, be happy. It's all about the care of your health and be safe and be active, which is very important, is what we believe in. Okay, so you give a positive spin to the entire proposition of life insurance, saying that it helps you get your mind off the worries that probably plagues an individual because of the uncertainties that are there. And because you've created this safety net for yourself, you can live the life to your fullest. And we say a life without limitation is only life worth living. I think that is where where the crux of our organization is, and that is where we believe that products of life insurance, of health insurance, are very, very important to give you that peace of mind, so that you can go ahead and live the life and lifestyle of your choice.
Right, sir.
And therefore, education is very important, and people need to understand this.
But sir, India is rural. Basically, if you look at it, what nowadays we call it a Bharat and India, like that, the two things we have started calling. How do you reach Bharat?
Correct. So this is where I will credit our regulator, IRDAI, and they have identified, they gave us a task, and which is, so we got 2 districts across the length and breadth of the country. Well, I think it's a pilot that has been taken up by IRDAI, and we got 2 districts where we were given the responsibility, and I think every life insurance company got this every insurance company must have got this responsibility, to adopt 2 districts and educate people about the need for insurance, about the purpose of insurance. Why is insurance important? Why do you need to invest in insurance? Big, small, that is up to your capability, but why do you need to have that? And that is an education drive that was taken up by the regulator, and I think that is something that is very good. That's one regulatory drive that we have. 2 is, when you build a distribution, we are largely a bank insurance driven organization. A lot of our bank branches are in the rural market.
Yeah.
And a lot of the account holders obviously are people who are residing in and around that area where the branch is. And that way we managed to penetrate into the rural markets. And we have seen a very good traction in terms of the customers' understanding or wanting to understand the product, the amount of, purchase that people have made for the life insurance or health insurance products that are available. So there definitely is a need for awareness, as you rightly pointed out. We are working through our bank assurance partners to reach to the as many rural markets. There's a regulatory drive that has been has been put in place by the regulator, where we have, each company has adopted 2 districts, and we are working towards populating or helping people understand the need for insurance. Agency is going to be a very, very strong proposition when it comes to the rural India, Bharat, as you said, because you can have agents all across in these rural markets. And there could be centers of influence. There could be the panchayat members of the panchayat. There could be the local school teacher. There could be the local medical facility person, or there could be a affluent farmer in that market to whom people look up to for advice. I think these kind of people should be, if we are able to get them into and get them to become a part of our distribution network, I think they will be able to help us really spread the word of life insurance or any insurance in the rural market. It is very, very important for people over there to understand. And as you rightly said, these are some of the initiatives that need to be in place. A lot of the initiatives that I spoke about are things that we are already working on. Besides, of course, digital is a great medium. Today, whether a person has a clean glass of water to drink or not, clean food to eat or not, he will have a mobile phone, and which will be available with a lot of digital data. So वो खाना छोड़ देगा, लेकिन he will be having a mobile phone with the data. And therefore, digital as a platform becomes a wonderful, medium to reach out and educate people about the need for life insurance. So my sense is that going forward, digital will probably be the primary medium of communication for everybody. And why only insurance? Any product for that matter that is available, whether be it life insurance, be it health insurance, be it general insurance, even FMCG products for that matter. I think digital is going to be the medium going forward, and that is how we can reach. So I can sit in Bombay and I can reach to customers sitting in the state of Uttar Pradesh or in the state of West Bengal, in the state of Odisha, and I can really pinpoint, because of the kind of digital analytics that can be put into place. I can actually pinpoint the individual and zero in and say and tell that individual what kind of insurance plan or product that suits them. So if I'm able to have that kind of a communication with the individual, I think, and if I manage to engage that individual, I think there's a lot of education that will happen. And that education will prompt them to think for ensuring that they build that safety net for their families, and that will drive the adoption of insurance for their families, and thereby help improve the penetration for insurance products in our country across the life, general, or health insurance. So I think digital is going to be a medium. The drive that the regulator has put in place is a wonderful way. Through our bank assurance partners is something that we can do. Building centers of influence and getting them on board in form of our distributors is something that we can look at. So I believe if we are able to have a fair mix of all these things, which is topped by a solid, aggressive drive through the digital medium, my belief is that there can be a tremendous reach that we can put into the larger population, irrespective of where they are based, including the rural markets, as you rightly asked. I think this is some of the things that can be done. A lot of these things we are doing, these are practicing. It has helped us reach, and so I believe that these are some things that can be adopted very easily, and will help improve the education of insurance across the country, and also help penetrate the available market.
So these two districts which has been given to you for things. So what exactly you do there? How do you educate? How do you reach to people there? You have people there
Okay.
as a staff working and going door to door, or exactly how do you do that?
Going door to door is going to be very, very difficult. So
Yeah.
what we do is we release educative articles in local newspapers.
Okay.
So we do not pick up a national newspaper, because every city, every village, every small town in the country has typically got a local newspaper, which publishes a lot of the local news, besides bringing in a certain amount of national news as well. So in those, we release articles which talk about the need for life insurance, and we typically pick up newspapers which are local language and have the largest circulation in that particular market. So if the population is X, we try to reach, even if I'm able to reach to about, let's say, 40% or 50% of that available population through these educative articles, it really helps build the awareness and understanding of the product. One. Two, at vantage points, you put up hoardings. So there's a hoarding which just says, why is life insurance? How is life insurance? Or you talk about a child plan, you talk about term plans, you talk about other, and it's a simple plan. So you have this. If our branches are if our agency or our bank insurance branches are there, then through the hoardings, we ask people to walk into those branches where they can walk and understand the products and things like that. So these are three activities that we have started. This is an initiative which was started in the month of September. So we did it in the month of September, if I'm not wrong. So it's still a very nascent stage.
Yeah.
But these are things. So the newspaper article is something that got us tremendous traction, because suddenly, it's a simple thing to do, but it's got a wide base of readers, and it's in the local language. So the consumption is far better. And of course, as I said, targeted digital campaign is something that we can do. So these are some of the things that we have done in the two
Uh,
districts.
yeah. This is a time bound things or permanent activities?
It has given us reasonably satisfying results. So we would possibly want to look at expanding this as an opportunity for us. So while a regulator asked us to do it once, but I think there is a great amount of learning that we have through these campaigns. So it is something that we will internally discuss to evaluate on how do we take it forward, and what are the kind of markets that we would like to look at.
Fine, sir. It was great talking to you again.
Always, sir. Always pleasure discussing with you.
Yeah, and thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for everything.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Please take care and all the best.
Namaste.
Namaste.